Good morning, guys. It's Thursday the 27th. It's like 8 a.m. right now. As you can tell, I just woke up. But we're getting our shit together in this vlog. It's just gonna be like collective clips of my day today. I'm not doing anything crazy. It's mostly gonna be stuff at home, but I am gonna just kind of explain why I've been on a little hiatus. You know, the usual, just go missing a couple of months every here and there on this channel. I'm not gonna make any promises, but I am really gonna try to be consistent on here. I kind of just needed to get back into the swing of things. I'll explain later as I'm getting ready for my pedicure appointment later and kind of update you guys with some new stuff, because that also like plays a role into why I haven't been on here. I'm all dressed for the gym. Today is back day. I'm not gonna go to my usual gym. I'm just gonna go to the gym that's in my apartment complex because I really don't feel like driving. I'm like tired of the people on the road. My pedicure appointment is at 1, so I have more than enough time, but I did just want to give an intro. So the only thing I'm gonna do now is my light therapy. This is something my therapist recommended that I do. It's kind of like a little supplementary thing for like energy boost, help my mood. She recommends like within the first hour that I wake up, you know, have this on while I'm like getting ready or doing whatever. I don't have to stare directly at it, but just have it like in the background for like 15-30 minutes a day. It's not really necessary during the summer because you're getting more sun, but a lot of times I don't be out in the sun because it's too hot. But I just do this anyway, just because I'm just used to doing it. I've been doing this for like a couple months now. What I'll do is I'll have this on while I stretch, and it's definitely necessary. I killed my legs on Monday, so gotta stretch those bad boys out, and then we can get ready to go. I'm back from the gym. I've showered and everything. So now I'm about to start getting ready. I just need to do my skincare really quick. After my pedicure appointment, I want to run to probably Jewel just to get some flowers for my altar and for my like desk area. I just like having flowers in that area. It makes me want to work there more because it's so pretty and like, you get it. If you're a girl, you get it. Like, you just like to be around pretty shit, so. Okay, so I'm back in my room now. I think I'm gonna leave my hair like this. Like, to be so honest, the people where I'm going, they're not gonna clock me. Like, you know what I mean? Like, if you know, you know. I was gonna beat my face, but I feel like I'm gonna save that for a video where I can like strictly talk about makeup. I'm no makeup artist, but I feel like the girlies are starting to get into makeup more, not just like your little simple cheek tint. Like, you know, like I feel like all of the girls who are not into makeup are starting to get into it. Like, all I see over TikTok is like tutorials after tutorials on like how to do staple looks, like a soft matte look, like a going out smoky eye. Like, I've saw smoky eye tutorials. I have not seen that since old YouTube, like old, y'all know what I'm talking about. But I kind of did want to just like do something cute, my usual, which is literally just mascara. I'll put some highlighter in my inner corner and on my nose, and then my little Anastasia, I think it's an eyeshadow primer, but I use it as kind of highlighter. Anyways, let's catch up. Y'all know I wasn't doing school this semester, or like, you know, for the summer, which is so weird because like literally since I've graduated high school, every semester that I could register for, I have. Like, I have not taken no breaks. I've been working, not working, full-time, part-time. Like, I've just been on go. So it was very weird to have so much freedom this summer, like literally just do whatever I want. And unfortunately, with so much freedom and not as much structure, someone like me, like, that's not always good long term. So like, I was having fun in the beginning of the summer, like, you know, I got to kick my feet up and relax for one. Okay, so change of plans. The lady that was supposed to end up doing my nails can't anymore because of an emergency, which is all good. I've had my fair share of those, but that also means we're not getting a Betty today. I really needed y'all. Like, I'm kind of sad because I really fucking needed it, but that's okay. The place where I was gonna go get them done is where I work now, and also it's kind of a blessing in disguise. That gives me more time to talk to you guys. I also ended up doing the rest of my makeup because my SD card was full and I had to transport all the stuff that I've recorded so far onto my iPad, so it took a minute. So I'm just gonna catch up since we're already here. Like I was saying, the place that I was gonna get my toes done today is where I work now. So you guys know who my nail tech Bella is. She had, well, she still has it, but she originally just had a location in Joliet, and she ended up buying another salon in another location, which is where I work at now. Just kind of funny how it works out, because like I've been going to her for a couple of years, and then to end up working for her is kind of cool. Yes, she's still my nail tech, so like, you know, I get my perks, you know. I will always pay full price though, and never get it twisted. I'd love to pay people for their services. I started like maybe 2 weeks ago. It's been super easy. I love the atmosphere and like the people that I work with. They're all very kind and helpful. It's a new kind of setting for me because I've only either been in the food industry or the healthcare, I guess it is the industry, the healthcare field. So like this is very new to kind of be in the beauty industry or like the beauty field, because like now I see behind the scenes of like how to run a salon. And actually, you know, the place offers a lot of services, so like I'm very excited to be working there, because like I can't wait to like begin facials and waxing. My fucking camera's overheating, y'all. Can I get a break? Like, damn, I might have to go eat lunch and then come back. But yeah, that's where I work now. That's one thing. Like I was telling you guys with school before, I've been off this semester, so I've had a lot of free time, but with that has come being too comfortable with, I don't want to say slacking off, but just relaxing. It's been nice because I really needed to like reset my fucking nervous system. Like I was just like always stressed because of school, so it felt nice to kind of have everything slowed down. But at the same time, I feel like I started to fall off track with the things that I told myself I was gonna stick to, mainly being this channel. I was on a really good roll for like 3 weeks, almost a month, putting out videos every week on the dot, and then I started to slack off and lost motivation for it. It's not because I don't have a passion, it's just I feel like that's just how ADHD is. Sometimes you like really want to stick to something, and then sometimes something happens or just something in your mood, whatever, you just, you know, fall off of it, and now it's out of my routine, so it's like even harder to reincorporate. I told myself once August starts, school starts in August as well, so I kind of just want to dedicate that month to getting back on track. And I wanted to catch up, but also explain some of the things that I'm going to do to hold myself accountable. I will definitely stick to the channel. I won't be off of here, but I did just want to kind of eliminate some things that I feel are distracting me from, you know, reaching my full potential, basically. I'm gonna let my camera cool down, and then I'll be back to catch up some more with you guys. I'm back from eating lunch. I forgot where I left off. Oh yeah, so I have a job now, which is great because your girl was really stressing about money for no reason at all. Like, I always stress about money. I just was so scared of not being able to find a job that was not in the medical field. Personally, I don't feel that bedside anything is gonna be for me. Like, the bodily harm that you have to put yourself through basically every time you clock in is just not worth it. And I know that I want to be in the more aesthetic side of nursing, and so it just seems stupid for me to put myself through the mental and physical stress just for money. Yes, the money was good, but that's what they want you to do, and just keep putting up with it because of the money. Money doesn't really move me enough to put myself through hell. Like, where I was mentally working as a CNA, it just, I can't go back there. Like, I'm doing great as far as my mental health, and overall I find myself kind of breaking some of those thought loops of just like what if, and just like, you know, if you can't control it, just let it be. Because whether I stress hella about it or not, whatever is meant to happen is going to happen. I just kind of put myself out there, obviously just asked her about the position when she advertised it, and got the job from there, girly. Like, I'm very grateful that the person who, you know, interviewed me, there really was no interview, but that it was kind of just an easy process. And it just works out perfectly. Like, it's already in the field that I want to get into, so I kind of am getting my feet wet. I'm learning terms, I'm learning, you know, stuff about what people like, don't like, what's new in the beauty field. Like, I don't know, just all about services, like sanitation wise, which obviously like I'll learn in aesthetic school, but it's just like cool to get that background knowledge because I love like all things beauty related. So it's just great for me. So that's where I'm at with my job. I really do like it so far. It's still very early, but like I said, it's a great environment for me. It can be fast paced, but it's nothing that I can't handle, and it's just not as overwhelming as my old job. So I'm loving it. Like I was saying before, mentally I feel like I'm just doing so much better now that I'm hitting maybe how many months, maybe almost 6 months in therapy, that it really has made a difference in how I see things. A lot of the times I will like dump all of this negativity onto my therapist, and she offers a perspective that has me look at it from a more positive view, but not even positive, more neutral, or even just like, well, what if it's actually this? Like, not necessarily positive or negative, but just trying to consider things other than the worst possible scenario. And that is strictly my anxiety coming into play. Like, but what if like this happens, or what if they're thinking this? And it's like, really, it's more so just the insecurities that I have, or the fears that I have being projected onto whatever I'm going through at that time. A lot of the times, if I really look at it, it's not, I don't want to say it's not that deep, because I'm not minimizing whatever I go through, but just that it's not as bad as I make it. I don't like the terms like, oh, so-and-so has it worse, but it does help to understand that everything is temporary. Like, where I am in life right now is temporary. How I feel right now is temporary. How I look is temporary. Like, it's no use in tripping over people, you know, events that happen in your life, physical attributes, because all of that is bound to change. I just like embrace the change, you know what I mean? Which is really different from how I used to think. I like avoided change at all costs. I'm still kind of iffy about change. Like, I don't know, I just have a tendency to be very comfortable where I'm at. It's easier to just stay where you are than it is to kind of push yourself out of your comfort zone. And it is so much easier said than done, especially when it comes to like YouTube or socially, if you're not really a social butterfly. It's like not as easy as people make it seem. And now my camera's dying. I cannot make this shit up, y'all. Well, my camera takes forever to charge. Like, I'm gonna fucking update you guys. If I have to do it at night, I'm gonna do it. Shit, I'm gonna charge this bitch and then I'm gonna be back. Okay, so we're back for like the 5th time. My battery's finally fully charged. The last thing I remember was talking about school, so we'll just bridge off from that. Having that semester off made it easier for me to kind of be lazy and excuse it as just relaxing. I feel like it got to a point where a lot of the healthier habits I've been trying to implement kind of just went on the back burner, and that became a habit, which I started to notice. And that's why I feel like August is really going to be my month to get back on track. Just to hold myself accountable, I want to be meditating every single day, even if it's for 5 minutes. I stretch pretty much every day. You know, I'll miss a day here and there, but you know, stretch. And then as we enter the cold months, you know, my light therapy every day. Be more serious or disciplined about the gym. Pretty much like a week doesn't go by where I don't go at all lately, but I want to make sure I'm not just missing days. And I want to don't be lazy when it comes to the end of the workout and then skip abs, skip cardio, whatever. Like, I want to be like more of a well-rounded gym goer, I guess. Like, I just don't want to be just mainly focused on the groups I am now. I kind of want to be stronger in other ways. And I think also being a smoker, keeping my heart as strong as it can be. I think as I get older, like mobility and all that stuff, that's why I really stress stretching, because as we age, it's going to be very important to kind of have, you know, to be limber, because I've seen a lot of people who had like bag-breaking jobs, never stretched, never were active outside of that, and you just like really, it wears on your body and like you stiffen up, you know, and that scared the fuck out of me. I just want to be more healthy all around. I don't know about food just yet, because I feel like I need to be more consistent with cooking in general, like cooking better meals before I try to like diet. Not really diet, but just like restrict certain things. Also, like YouTube, like I said before, just being more consistent. I do start school, I'm only gonna have 1 class, so I should still be able to remain just as consistent as I am now, or as I will be. I feel like I'm starting to feel more my age. Ever since I turned 18 up until now, like I have still felt like 17. Not even in the way that I think, just in my body, I guess. And I talked about this with my therapist, and like we didn't really go in depth, but like I feel like because of the pandemic, it kind of put a pause on things and distorted our sense of time. I just don't feel 20, but I feel like now the work that I'm putting in and the realizations that I'm having, it's starting to kind of resonate with me, my age. I'm maturing, and it's interesting because I've always considered myself mature just growing up, and I've always been called, you know, an old soul and stuff like that. But I feel like it's a different kind of maturity. Like, I'm leading with a lot more compassion and love, and not necessarily being more forgiving, but just, you know, people are quick to judge others, just even that you see on a daily basis, or people that you work with, live with. So easy to just kind of have a very judgmental view towards others, or like quick to think negatively. but instead, I don't know how else to describe it, just lead with love and compassion and just kind of give people, cut them some slack, because even if they do something negative to you, it's just a reflection of how they're feeling inside. It's not necessarily anything personal. So that has kind of helped me keep my mood in check, because I feel like I had such a short fuse and was so impatient before. Not to say that I'm still not, because I feel like that will always kind of be a part of me, like with my sensory issues and stuff. I can, if I am overstimulated, become very impatient, and that's just something that's out of my control on a daily basis, where like I just want to keep my mood stable, and I feel like I'm at that point, which is crazy to say. Very proud of myself and all the work I've put in. You know, I still have a lot more work to do because I am only 20. There's so much more growth inside that needs to happen, and I know that, and that's kind of what has helped me lead with love and compassion, because people in my life are also not fully where they want to be. So it's like you kind of gotta give and take, you know. Tonight I just want to kind of refresh some maintenance. I was tweezing my brows earlier while I had all that time, and kind of clean them up underneath with the tweezer, but I want to go around with the razor and like really sharpen them up. I honestly might shorten my tails. I feel like once you do that, it's such a slippery slope though, and I'm low-key scared. But I have such a broad forehead, and my eyebrows are like not bushy, but they're like thick, you know. So I feel like if I just try to raise them up a little bit, it just won't look like I'm so, you know, like, I don't know how else to describe it. I just feel like it'll open my face a lot more. I might do that. I've been really scared lately. I've been saying I was gonna cut my hair, and now I feel like I don't want to because I have this cute little hairstyle, but I honestly still might. Like, I just feel like I need change, you know what I mean? That's another reason why I feel like I'm not the age that I am, because I literally look the same to me. Like, my hair color has been the same the past couple of years. I don't do anything different with my makeup, like my style really. Maybe that's what it is. I just need like a refresh. Maybe that can be a video, like redo my fucking wardrobe, not completely, but like buy some more statement pieces, jewelry, perfume, do something new with the hair. Only thing new I honestly want to do though is just cut it short and then just a brighter red, but I'm scared, y'all. I'm scared. Maybe one day I'll grow some balls, but we're just gonna do some maintenance tonight. Do some to the brows. I need to do this upper lip too. I need to do a whitening strip because I haven't in a long time, and I used to always keep up with that. And being a smoker, I don't want my teeth to like get yellow. I know that's mostly for cigarette smokers, but I just never want to be that bitch that you can tell smokes, you know? And then probably a face mask. My skin is starting to clear up, but like it's been a long journey because I'm just now starting to get consistent with my skincare. My hair is already like done really. I was thinking about maybe next week doing a different style, but I feel like the curls are still really preserved. Like, I could fluff this out more and probably redefine some parts, but it still looks nice. So I do have work tomorrow though, so we gotta low-key like kind of prep for that, just pick out my outfit and all type of shit. And I need to fill out my planner, so I'm gonna chill for a little bit, and then when it's time to get ready for bed, I will bring you guys with me. Right now it's like 2 o'clock. We got a couple hours. I'm probably gonna import this footage, edit for a little bit, and I'll see y'all in a little bit for the yet another low-key pamper night, but that's okay. You can never have too many, you know? See y'all in a little bit. It's now like 7 o'clock. It's a little early, but I like to do my skincare a couple hours before bed to kind of give it some time to soak in. And like, if I did want to do a mask, to give myself time to let that really sit. I'm gonna start with removing my eye makeup, oil cleansing, and then we're gonna wash with a water-based cleanser, do my normal toner, serums, and then I'll show you guys the mask that I'm using. Now that my face is washed, that's what I used to cleanse, I'm gonna go in with facial razor just to clean up my upper lip. gonna rinse off any excess hair or product still left after shaving, and then go in with the cotton swab and mist to prevent razor bumps or any blemishes. I would not recommend this if you have sensitive skin. Like, I low-key have no business using this, but it works great. Like, it burns like hell. I'm pretty sure it's just fucking alcohol. Now that we're all cleansed, I'm gonna go in with my CosRx. I don't know how to say that brand. Like, I don't fucking know. But whatever. Their water toner. Just to bring some moisture back into my skin. Because that product is very dry, obviously. Now I'm gonna go in with the e.l.f. Super Mask. It's got Centella. I don't know how to say the other word. I'm sorry. Like, I will learn once I become an esthetician. But all I know is Centella is very repairing and moisturizing for the skin. I don't even know if they have this mask anymore. Could it be expired? Yes. Do I know? No. Well, I've used it before. It just gives moisture. Like, the skin is so plump. While this sits, I'm gonna put on a whitening strip. I just use the Target brand because I feel like it's the same shit, just different percentages. I know you're supposed to leave these on for 30 minutes, so like that's more than enough time for this to really hydrate the skin and bring her back, because I've been using retinol, so obviously your skin tends to get on the drier side. So it's just always smart to hydrate, you know? I kind of hate whitening strips though, because it's like a sensory thing for me. I don't like rubbing against my teeth dry. Like, ugh, I fucking hate it. But anything for white teeth, you know? Okay, I tried to turn up the brightness. Don't mind my lisp. I have the fucking whitening strip in. But while we let this sit, I'm gonna start to like plan my week out kind of. Earlier this week, I was slacking. Haven't really been on my agenda planner game. So I wanted to kind of show you guys how I organize mine. I'm low-key stupid for waiting until after I put this bitch in to explain this, but it's not getting late. But I'm really not gonna wait until this is done. Like, y'all just gonna have to deal with it. Sorry. I got this planner from Target because my other one that I was using obviously did pass, so I had to buy a new one. I got this one. Black is like my fave, so I have to go with that one. The way they organize it is like, the first page is like the week's to-do list. You can write the week's goals. A list, there's like a section for stuff you want to buy, who to email, who to call, etc. And like a daily section. So what I'll do is I have a to-do list on my phone, so if I'm out and about and not able to check my physical planner, I still have a way to like use this one. Like, if I'm at home and I have to work and I'm trying to keep myself accountable like throughout the day, if I'm going to stay home, if it's an off day, whatever, or just in general plan out my days, so that if I'm trying to plan like going out or events with family, that I have a clear view of what I have planned for the week to kind of work around that week. So we're gonna plan the rest of our week. Even though it's Thursday, it's still never too late to get your shit together, you know? What I do is I don't do a checklist of like every single thing that I do in a day. It's just the main like healthier habits that I've been. Okay, so my SD card was full again, so I had to import more footage on there. In between that though, I took off the mask, my whitening strip. I feel like I already kind of see a difference. Maybe it's a placebo or the lighting, but I feel like my teeth do look a little whiter. They definitely could have used that. But my skin is clean, moisturized. I picked out my outfits for the rest of my work week. I was off for most of this week, so I don't really have much of a work week, but I still wanted to plan my outfits to save time in the morning. I planned out the rest of my week for the most part on my planner. I did a quick meditation. I do kind of want to put you guys on though, because I have 2 playlists on my Apple Music, which I'll put my username somewhere on the screen. So one of the playlists I have is for grounding. So this is just like everyday meditations, or if you're having anxiety, you're feeling sad, whatever, just to kind of bring you back to center. This other one that I was just meditating to is my manifestation one. So it has like artists that, you know, do affirmation music and stuff like that, but it also has like frequency stuff, and I was kind of into that. I don't know if I still feel like it does anything significant, but you know, it wouldn't hurt. So that's all in those playlists. I'm gonna journal a little bit. It's not even 9 o'clock yet, so this is why I love to get ready early, because it just gives me time to really unwind and like not rush to go to bed, you know what I mean? Like I can take time, and it also gives me time to not really be on my phone before bed, which helps me go to sleep faster. So try that. 30 minutes to an hour, no phone. That blue light keeps you up. But my camera's overheating. I did want to chat and like talk just for a little bit. We'll see how far I get, but I'm gonna like wrap the video up here because I feel like, I don't know, I might add my little pedicure clips if I'm able to get it. I'm not sure, like I didn't reschedule my appointment, so like I'm not sure if or when I'll be doing that. I just kind of wanted to talk about how like some of the things that have been helping me, the stuff that I was talking about earlier about like leading with love and compassion and basically keeping like a cool level head. All of those like principles I've really been picking up from this book here. That's what it looks like, but I'll put the title here for you. It's kind of like an informational, but it's also a workbook, so there's like activities that you can do that are like interactive and stuff. But it's basically about an African religion that I have been interested in for some time now, and I just started to read this book. I've had it for a minute actually. It's just been helping me kind of give reasoning to a lot of the stuff that I have been through and a lot of the things I've been working through as far as like coming into my age and adulting and just maturing in a lot of the ways that I am, as far as my mindset on a lot of things, and just kind of being at a place of acceptance that no matter what, like it kind of just is what it is. Not that I need to tolerate what's not good for me or whatever, but just to understand that with good there is bad, and no matter what there's always going to be some type of obstacle. So you have to kind of figure out, what is it there to teach you, or is it a test to use what you've been learning and trying to implement to like resolve it in the best way. That's how I kind of look at it, which kind of helps me not make everything like the end of the world, which can happen a lot with anxiety. Okay, it overheated for a second, but basically I was saying I'm just leading with love, trying to be more patient, how a mature woman would, because that is the phase of my life that I am entering in, unfortunately. As much as I don't want to grow up, it's happening. So I just want to be the best possible version of myself for those around me, and you know, be kind of a light in other people's lives, which I don't mean to brag, but I feel like I'm a light in someone's life, you know what I mean? But just even more so, like just be infectious with love, because that is really what we could use right now, you know what I mean? I know shit is not all rainbows and sparkles and sunshine, like I'm aware. To kind of make my experience more tolerable and to kind of make someone's day if they need it, why not? You know, what's the harm? I don't gain anything, but it's just to see other people doing well. Another thing that I was talking about, kind of falling off the wagon this season of my life, I also feel like weed contributed to that, and I'm seeing that more and more on TikTok, and it's really nice to see because it helps you not feel so alone. I obviously love weed. She's great. I think that in moderation it is like just fine, you know. It's a good tool to unwind and like do whatever you please, but in moderation. And I think because unfortunately my family history and just my personality, that it became a crutch for me, especially because it started off as something that eliminated a lot of social anxiety for me. And so I kind of got a little too used to that being the icebreaker in a lot of uncomfortable situations for me, or I would use it to run away from uncomfortable feelings like stress, depression, whatever. Especially this summer, I think I just used the excuse, oh, I'm having fun, I'm enjoying my summer, but it's like, you don't need weed to do that, you know? So it just became something that was not in moderation, and I noticed it. I noticed it last time, and I was not able to stick to a tea break for real. I broke it a lot just to say like, oh, fuck it. But like, I really want to take it serious, because I know that if this time I'm not able to stick to that, then it's time to get some help, because I refuse, you know. I figure, what's the harm in being honest? I feel like a lot of people do not want to admit that they are dependent or addicted to weed, and that's their journey, You know, they're not ready yet, but I'm ready to see. I see it. It's something that's hindering me for sure, causing me to procrastinate. It fills up a lot of time where I could be doing something else, not even something productive, but just something to take care of myself. Instead of smoking, try a new hairstyle, go take care of my skin in some way. Stop doing the rushed version of everything because you'd rather smoke after a long day. You know what I mean? Well, I'm sure a lot of people can relate, but I did want to put that in there because that is what this break in August is going to include. No social media, you know, doing those habits that I mentioned before, reading, stretching, meditating, journaling every day. Because if you really think about it, you have more than enough time to do those things at least 10 minutes a day, and it will make all the difference. While I'm doing no smoking, drinking, you know, mucus decongestions like mullein, and doing a lot of lung cleanses, which I say cleanses lightly because, like, I know that shit isn't cleansing your lungs. That's what we have other bodily parts for, but just to kind of help aid the breakup of what I know is a lot of mucus in my chest from all my smoking, because it's literally been every day, which is the point where I never wanted to be. Be more in moderation with everything and just take better care of myself because I'm so young. It's no need to be abusing my body, you know, mentally and physically. So you guys will see me again very soon. I'm not sure in what video. I gotta do some brainstorming, but I just want to post whatever I want, like, you know what I mean? I feel like as long as you're seeing my face, as long as I'm being consistent, that should be appreciated because that's a step, you know? I will see you guys in the next video. I hope you enjoyed this. I know it was kind of unorthodox and not really like too exciting, but this is just a transition. I just needed y'all to get the gist. But yeah, I'll see you in the next video.